NASCAR didn't just have a crash at Texas, it exposed a divide. Same mistake, same kind of spin. Two drivers, completely different reactions, and now fans are asking a serious question: is there a double standard in the Cup Series? Here's what happened. Bubba Wallace loses control in practice at Texas, hits the wall, and is forced to start from the back after missing qualifying. Fast forward to race day, Kyle Larson, one of the sport's biggest stars, spins out in a nearly identical situation during the race. Larson admits it was driver error, no tire issue, just lost the car. But the reaction, completely different. Wallace faced heavy backlash, some even questioning whether he belongs in the Cup Series. Larson, criticism was there, but far more controlled. And that contrast is what's driving the conversation. To understand why this blew up, you have to look at where both drivers stand right now. Bubba Wallace has been quietly putting together one of the more competitive seasons in the garage. He's led laps, stayed near the top of the standings, and delivered consistent finishes. Not perfect, but clearly competitive. Now compare that to expectations. Wallace drives for 23XI Racing, a team that's suddenly become a real contender. But here's the catch. His teammate Tyler Reddick is on a historic run, multiple wins, dominating headlines. So Wallace isn't just being judged on performance, he's being compared to one of the hottest streaks NASCAR has seen in decades. That's a tough benchmark for anyone. Then there's Kyle Larson, two-time champion, over 30 career wins, a driver widely labeled as one of the best in the world. That resume changes how people react. It creates margin for error. And that's exactly what we saw at Texas. Let's break this down beyond the headlines, because this isn't just about two crashes, it's about perception, expectation, and credibility. Start with the incidents themselves. Both Wallace and Larson lost control in similar ways. Cars getting loose, drivers reacting, and the track punishing them immediately. That's Texas Motor Speedway. It's unforgiving. From a technical standpoint, these weren't reckless mistakes. They were edge-of-the-limit moments, drivers pushing for speed and losing grip. Now here's where it gets complicated. Larson's mistake came during the race, under pressure, with changing track conditions. Wallace's happened in practice, a setting where drivers are expected to dial things in. So yes, there's a difference in context, but does that justify the difference in reaction? That's where the debate lives. Because statistically, Wallace's season doesn't match the narrative he's facing. Running near the top of the standings, leading laps, that's not a driver who doesn't belong. Meanwhile, Larson is dealing with a different issue entirely. His performance window has been tight. The new Chevrolet body has made handling unpredictable. Even he's admitted the balance shifts constantly during a run. That's not just driver error. That's a car that's difficult to manage at the limit. So when Larson spins, some fans see equipment issues. When Wallace crashes, some see driver limitations. That's the perception gap. And in a sport where reputation matters as much as results, that gap can shape everything from fan support to media narratives. The reaction has been loud and divided. Some fans immediately pointed out the inconsistency. Same type of mistake, but only one driver gets heavily criticized. Others double down, arguing that elite drivers like Larson have earned the benefit of the doubt. There's also frustration tied to expectations. Wallace is expected to win in top-tier equipment, but hasn't yet this season. Larson, he hasn't won in over a year in Cup competition either, but the tone around that is far less aggressive. And that's where the conversation turns emotional, because for some fans, this isn't just about performance anymore, it's about fairness. So where does this go from here? The conversation resets. Wallace continues his strong season and converts consistency into wins, silencing critics. Larson adapts to the new car, finds stability, and snaps his winless streak, reminding everyone why he's considered elite, or the pressure builds. Wallace's every mistake gets amplified, affecting confidence and results. Larson's struggles with the car continue, and that narrow performance window keeps costing him chances to win. And if that happens, this debate only gets louder. So here's the question everyone's arguing about right now. Are fans holding Bubba Wallace to a different standard than Kyle Larson, or is this just the reality of reputation in NASCAR? Drop your take below. And if you want real breakdowns that go deeper than the headlines, make sure you're locked in with SportsWire USA.